Hi, my name is Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer, and every single Friday I give you a top-down macro technical analysis video. We go over Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, total 3, the DXY, the S&P futures, the NASDAQ futures, gold, and 2 surprise charts that are going to show you some more insight into the market. And I'm going to actually say something today that I haven't said in probably over a year. I would sit down, get excited, and strap in for this video because it's going to blow your mind. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is BTC. Beautiful weekly support at 55,800. As long as we can stay above 55.8, we're good to go. Today, we had a massive move to the upside, creating a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly. This will close now on Sunday, bullish engulfing. It's a beautiful sign. It also broke back above 58,000. That's your next weekly resistance. And it says we're going up to 61,005. That's our next big area. We break 61.5. We head to 64. We break 64. It's back to 68. And then it's all-time highs. So we have 3 resistances before we can continue to plow to the upside. I don't really care what happens after this. I just wanted to make sure this candle closed above 58,000 and really make sure it closed above this support and make sure it closed bullish engulfing. Those are my 3 prerequisites for the week. We got them. Everything else is kind of like whatevs. You know, I'm excited for this. So we got what we wanted here on the weekly. We're looking for this bull flag to make a big move up to the upside. It's looking like we can get to 100,000 before the end of the year, somewhere by December, November. It looks like it's going to be a crazy November and Pumptober, but you never know. But so far, it is setting up on the macro for a nice move here for Bitcoin. And so far, so good. This closes on the weekly. When we're back here next week, it's looking like we're setting up for our next weekly candle, and we're headed further to the upside. The charts are conveying to me that next week we will be in another green candle, and I'll be talking about headed up to possibly 64 or maybe even breaking through this to the upside. But so far, so good for Bitcoin. Also, the daily basically created this giant double bottom, right? This double bottom has a measured move. And that's why I go over all the small stuff on the live stream. But here's where I give you your macro. And, you know, you can just see things zoomed out. And that tells you you're going to 75,008, 76,000 to the target right there. So Bitcoin looking bullish to me. I like what I'm seeing here on the bigger time frames. Yes, we have to make sure the 4-hour closes above the 200 MA. We might dip below it a little bit, but we want to make sure if that happens, we're in for a big move. There's a chance this candle does close above the 4-hour today, the 200 MA on the 4-hour, and we get a massive move. This yellow line is the 200 MA. Whenever you get above it on the 4-hour time frame, like right there we had a pump, right there we had a pump, and right all the way there we had a pump. All 3 times, and that first of the 3 times was a massive, massive move. So I would always pay attention to this signal because you can, you know, huge pumps. We just want to see this 21 come back into price action. There's a chance we actually make some type of sideways flag here before a bigger pump. I'd be watching your 4-hour time frame, but the bigger time frames look pretty good. The 4-hour will be your guide to those bigger time frames. The total market cap in all of cryptocurrency inside of a giant Sammy Cup and Handy. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy because I use the cup and handle more than probably any trader in the entire world. I really think I can say that. I would challenge any other trader in the world of any trading situation or style. Do you trade the cup and handle more than me? That's why I'm Samuel Cup and Handle, Sammy Cup and Handy. This looks beautiful to me. Total look ready. Previous support is resistance. Previous resistance is support, mind you. And $1.88 trillion looks like we can break all the way up to $4 trillion. I mean, the market cap's looking poised for a big move. Wow. And that says it could end somewhere by August or September. And that would probably be the end of the rally. We'd be headed, you know, it'd be basically almost 2 years from now. We head back to 2026 or 18 months. But, you know, everyone thinks extendedness and all that. I believe we're going to have a regular rally. We're going to have one more big leg up, and that's going to be it, you know. And so I'd be taking profits in this section here, but you do whatever makes you happy. The biggest news that I want to talk about today is the total market cap in all of altcoins, total 3, the market cap of all, you know, altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm going to say something I haven't said in a long time. I see alt season beginning. I think your dips right now are the last possible chances to buy most of your coins. That's what the probability is telling me. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't like to go on limbs and do this, but I do have to put myself on the line and really make some big calls to have a good reputation. And I'm making a big call here. Alt season is brewing. You're above the 200 MA here, coming back on the weekly, looking beautifully. Everything looking nice. You broke above the 200 MA here too as well on the 4 hour. If you get that continuation for these altcoins, we're going to continue to pump. This is actually in a better position than Bitcoin because the 21's a little closer, seeing that we can easily get to the 21 without losing the 200 MA. Very, very bullish sign. I get goosebumps right now. The 3-day chart. This is my favorite thing on the 3-day. I look for hidden bullish divergence, where you have like basically price action giving an uptrend while the RSI is in a downtrend. I look for price action from impulse to be coming down to the 786, a wick to the 886, even better. Boom, those two things happen. And I look for the cup and handle and the previous support as resistance. All is playing out right now and looking very, very bullish. To me, it's telling us October and November are setting up for the usual pump that we get, and things are poised for a huge move. Bitcoin dominance looks like it's about to go on some big move too as well. I originally thought that was in there, but no, it broke out of the flag and making another flag. I could see this thing just really take a big pump. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin pumps even this weekend because it's above the 200 MA on the 4-hour time frame. But definitely into next week, I see some type of fireworks for Bitcoin, and it's looking very, very bullish on Bitcoin dominance. Not much else to talk about on Bitcoin dominance. A bull flag, bullish rectangle, stochastics bending, everything looking good for a move. Then we look here at the inverted cup and handle on Tether dominance, which tells us we're going to get a dump. Who's going to want to hold Tether when the market is ripping? Nobody. They're going to be dumping Tether faster than you can believe, faster than a bag of dog doo-doo that stinks so hard that someone left on your doorstep on Halloween. You're going to be throwing that thing out real fast. But look at this. I mean, cup and handle, resistance by the 3-day 200 MA. It's exactly what you want to see. Kind of a slanted head and shoulder. We want to see this kind of continue down, make a right shoulder. You'll have a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, retest, drop through the gaps in the VRVP, and head all the way down to that target at about 2% for Tether dominance. That's what we want to see. Skipping that into the DXY, and the DXY getting a nasty red day today too, which is a good sign. DXY getting sold off by BRICS partners, losing value as well because the dollar's getting printed to absolute zero. It's not something you want to hold. It is what it is. So you can see this happening here for the DXY. I see the DXY making a bear flag. It's below the 200 MA on the 3-day chart. Very bearish sign. The symmetrical triangle broke to the downside. I see this continuing, and this smaller bear flag has this flag here to the downside. When I come back next week, it's likely this is starting its drop or just filling out the bear flag for the dump, or it should be lower. So I see bearish times for the DXY, which is bullish for stock market, altcoins, risk on assets. We're looking for the rate hike to come too, which is going to be a big sign. That's coming in about 4 days, right? And Wednesday, 5 days, it's going to be a big deal. The S&P futures, I called the bounce. If you remember, we have bounced ever since then. It's been beautiful. I mean, I called the bounce September 6th. The last time we were here together, I drew this flag and I gave you this exact trade. You were in the money if you took the trade. If you watched my macro technical analysis video, you can move the stop loss to break even if you like to. Man, what a move. I see this probably coming back down, resetting, getting very tight, and a huge move coming for the S&P as they continue to print money. They're going to be printing money. I see it happening, so that's coming our way. And the NASDAQ probably doing the same thing, just a little more slanted, but making a symmetrical triangle, staying above the 200 MA. We bounced off the 200 there on the daily. NASDAQ looking ready for a continuation as well. Gold, the last time we showed you, we said gold's going to break out of this flag and pump. It did it even quicker than I thought. Gold on the way to $3,000 an ounce, and definitely my target there at $2,700. Gold at $2,500 an ounce, and gold on an absolute tear. Some of the biggest gains gold has made in a long time in a short period. I love seeing what I'm seeing here for gold, and I see this rising wedge breaking out, which gives us an even bigger move to my target there for gold at about $3,000. And that's it. It even says we can get to 3,000, weirdly enough, by like December of 2024. So looks like we could get a massive devaluation in the dollar. Maybe some type of hyperinflation is coming. Could really, really pump. And again, it would cause a recession in the regular markets, but the Bitcoiners and altcoins and risk on assets, they would be gone. Sol Bitcoin, something I keep wanting to talk about, still looks poised for a move to be able to turn your Bitcoin into more, make 118% off your Bitcoin. Looks very, very likely here for SOLBTC. I just want to keep you updated. It still looks great on the 3-day chart. And last but not least, Caspa on the 3-day, ready to explode. Stochastics pointing up, MACD turning. hugging the trend line. Everything looking really beautiful. I'm in Caspa. I have over 100 grand in it. I like what I'm seeing here. It looks to me very likely that Caspa's headed to 37 cents. That is going to be a long midterm swing trade. It probably take a month or two, but I see that move happening for Caspa. Everyone, that is your macro technical analysis video for Bitcoin. Total 3, Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, the DXY, S&P futures, NASDAQ futures, gold, SOLBTC, and Caspa. If I missed anything, I don't think I did, but we got it all for you. We got you covered. I'm seeing some bullishness finally after weeks and weeks of just kind of going through the doldrums here with you guys. This is interesting. I'm excited. If you like this type of video, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you like my energy, you like my vibe, join the tribe, join my trading group. Go to cryptolifer.com and find out more. I can't wait to see you guys at my next video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and leave a comment. I love reading your comments. They mean the world to me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.